Before I get started, I want to give you guys the rundown of what's happening with all our guys, because I know you're going to ask about each one. Gary, went out with, he's just got a sore right growing. We'll evaluate it as we get back home. Wendell, you saw him land on that left hand. We're going to get obviously look at it and evaluate it when we get back home. And then the same thing with Markel. He actually swelled up in the pregame warm-up, so that's why he wasn't available tonight. But just constantly checking in to make sure we just evaluate these guys and see how they are when we get back home.
We're getting into game action. Obviously, Paolo Banchero had a breakout performance tonight. Just talk about his overall play and that shot toward the end to put you guys ahead.
Well, the great part about this young man, and I said it in the pregame talk, and I'll continue to say it, he's going to find ways to win. He's a winner that's going to do the right thing. And that's the great part about him and what he believes in himself, as well as his teammates believing in him. His confidence is there in believing what he's capable of doing, and this is a great opportunity just on the scoring side of the ball now, where he's impacted the game in so many ways.
After Lowry Markkinen put Utah in front with them, what was discussed in the timeout?
That part of our group this is where you see growth. They all came to the huddle, and once again they've repeated, we've worked on this. This is what we need to do. This is our 3-minute game drill. What are we doing on the stop? Are we calling timeout? What are we doing here with the switching? Are we not switching? They did a great job communicating that in the huddle, and that's why this group has to continue to learn and keep communicating with one another and our coaches so we can keep getting over the hump.
Along the lines of late game play, the last defensive possession, the one before the end of out-of-bounds play, the Terrence Gordon Tucker three-pointer attempt, what did you see on that defensive possession?
I think we were flying around. We did a great job scrambling. We were in our principles of trying to protect the basket first. And then, I'm not sure if Jalen fell, but then we got back up and flying around to contest the shots. But again, I'll have to go back and look at it all the way. But this group did a heck of a job trying to close out this game.
I know it's a staple of your offense. You got to the free throw line a ton tonight. What does that say about your team's physicality and aggression getting to the basket?
We have to use it to our advantage. I think that's where we can, thrive in this league, by attacking the paint, getting downhill, but not just trying to finish, but spraying it out for feet set threes. And if you don't get that, you're able to get to the free throw line because you're working through the finish.
How important is it for this team's confidence to win a close game like this? You guys were able to pull one out in Portland. The LA Lakers won not so much. But tonight on the road, hostile environment, to pull out such a game like this moment.
Well, that's the thing, is that going through that Lakers game, you learn. You don't like the outcome of that game in the loss, but you learn from that. You learn what to do in close game situations. You understand what you need to do, how much you need to communicate, what sets you're going to down the stretch. And our guys did a great job of executing, finding the matchups that they wanted, but not necessarily being selfish about it, but finding the right play for each other.
Just want to ask about Anthony Black. Obviously, you got the minutes tonight. What did you see on him?
Growth. I think he's a young man that stays ready. He stays in the gym, continuing to work. And he's got a great, great basketball IQ where he sees the game a different way, and his teammates trust him. There was not a hesitation in him being on the floor in a late game because he is mature behind his years in that area, and he's a heck of a defender, and I think he's going to always learn to make the right play as the game goes on.
Just wanted to be aggressive, take advantage of the mismatches, and just be aggressive. We had Cal out, obviously, then G was out after the first quarter, so just had to step up.
What did you see on that driving shot with 14 seconds left that put you guys in front?
I just Coach drew the play for me to get in the middle, and so I had it in the middle of the floor, and I knew he was going to expect me to go right, and so I wanted to show right and then counter and go back left and finish with the left.
I know you vowed the other night that you weren't going to let a few substandard performances kind of get in your head. Did you kind of just tell yourself it was only a matter of time before things would start clicking?
I think just that's how a season goes. It's going to be ups and downs, and as long as you just stay consistent and don't waver in just the belief that you can go out there and be the great player that you are, you can do what you do. So that's just why I wanted to go out there.
Franz, talk about the team's poise. Obviously, the Jazz rallied back. You guys were up 7, I believe, with about 2 minutes left. What helped you guys after Lowry Markkinen made that three to put them in front, kind of give your composure back? And I'm sure it was a little bit tough situation, kind of getting that going.
Yeah, I think last year helped a lot. We've been in that spot a bunch of times, and last year I feel like when we were in that spot, we kind of lost it a little bit. And I mean, on the other side of it, Paolo made a great play, got us the lead back. But I think the vibe in the huddle was pretty good, and we had 19 seconds left. That's a lot of time in a basketball game. So yeah, Paolo made a great play and got out there with a W.
Without Markel tonight, Gary Harris exits early, Wendell hurt at the end. Just how important is it for other guys to step up in their absence? Obviously, Anthony Black,
Yeah.
most other guys.
Yeah, super important. And we got a lot of guys that are hungry and more than able to play. So really happy for AB, how he played tonight, defensively, offensively. Yeah, it was probably his first game where he really got minutes and definitely showed that he's deserving and probably should get a little bit more, maybe.
Obviously, you guys have been in so many close games the last 2 years. Didn't win a lot of it. To be able to come out with a win like this in a hostile environment, just how much of a confidence boost is this for you guys?
It's awesome, but this road trip is done with. I think we learned a lot from the 4 games, and we got to make sure that we bring that back home and just make sure we keep working.
But getting to the free throw line thing, you guys talked about it all training camp, preseason. It's kind of coming to fruition for all you guys. The importance to slow the game down, especially when shots aren't falling, to be more aggressive getting to the basket.
Yeah, we talked about it. I think everybody's trying to apply it. We work on it a lot, and we got to continue to do it, and also, just keep making the right play. If everybody's in there, then spray it out and let the next man make the right play.
This is the first win for your team in Utah since 2015. I mean, getting that kind of road victory in that context here, I mean, what does it mean for this team and what you can accomplish going forward in this season?
It means a lot. Like he said, last year we was in a lot of these situations, especially with this team. We was in 2 close games in Utah last year and in Orlando. And they beat us both times at the end. So we just wanted to make plays and be on the other end and win the game. So I think us winning tonight just kind of shows our growth as a team, and it's a boost, getting able to go back home with some momentum.